Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, back to Beloit, Kansas at the Beloit High School gym as the guys take on the Beloit Trojans here in the nightcap of this doubleheader. In the NCAA contest tonight, make up games from January 13th. The Beloit boys are 9-3 overall, 3-2 in the league. Minneapolis is 9-4 overall, 3-2 in the league, so we are effectively tied for third place with the Trojans. Leading is Sacred Heart at 4-0, and second is Southeast Lane 3-1. So tonight could have a lot to say in our rankings there. Beloit is giving up an average of 45 points and scoring 55, so they're plus 10 point-wise. Minneapolis giving up an average of 48, scoring an average of 68, so we're at a plus 20. This is the 186th game of the series, dating way back, folks. Beloit leads it overall, 109 wins to 476 losses. Here at Beloit, 63 wins to 26 losses. Beloit won the last two games last season by an average of 70 to 49. I'd like to think that we can get it a lot closer than that tonight, if not pull out a win. Sub-state seedings right now for the boys look like this. Thomas More Prep Hayes at 11-1. Hoisington number 2 at 10-1. Beloit at 9-3 at third. Minneapolis fourth with the 9-4 record. Phillipsburg is a fifth, 9-6. Close behind is Norton with the 8-4 mark at the 6th seed. Concordia and Russell are battling it out for the last spot in the seeding. Tonight is a needed win, Mike, for setting the tone for the rest of our season here in the month of February. Beloit got shellacked by Sacred Heart here about a week ago. Yeah. And then they shellacked Russell last Friday night. Carson Cox with 9 3-pointers that night.
Tonight's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Spectators, officials, participants.
Well, I'm back to them starting the 2 5-10 guys, Dale. So
you can't make up your mind which one you're going to start, huh?
Well, they had their shirts off, or warm-ups off. But like I mentioned, they got a deep bench.
A lot of seniors.
Between the visiting Minneapolis Lions and your Beloit Trojans.
And now for the starting lineups, Minneapolis in their traveling blues, number 3. That's Judd Osherman, 6'2" senior. Griffin not starting tonight for Beloit, number 1. That's Vincent Collin, 5'10" senior. For Minneapolis, number 5. That's Trent Meckel. And for Beloit, number 5, 6'1" senior, Hudson Gray. And for Minneapolis, number 10, Derek Creel. For Beloit, number 10, Carson Cox. For Minneapolis, number 23, that's Nolan White. For Beloit, number 12, Grant Aerosmith, 5'10" senior. And for Minneapolis, 6'2", Spencer Davidson. For Beloit, in the middle, he's 6'6", Bryce Mason. We're going to have to block out. They'll beat us up on the boards if we don't watch her boxing out. Position on that defensive glass. And now, the national anthem by the Beloit Pep Band. Very good. Any pep band with 3 Souzas or tubas, they got some depth to that, baby. Yep. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Well, we're just about ready to tip here. This is early on in the year. This was a big matchup, and it still is. This is a makeup game from the weather. Minneapolis will have to play hard, and we'll have to defend. The Beloit is deep, and they can shoot the ball. Got 5 guys on the floor that can shoot the 3.
We will have to guard them well.
6-6 against Jonah Usherman, and we're underway. 6-6 gets the tip, but Nolan White gets the ball. Minneapolis first possession here. Now down low, Davidson turns and shoots. Good. That's money.
Even against the 6-6 game.
Even against 6-6. 3-pointer on its way. No good. 6-6 over the back. Gets the rebound, stick back, and fouls on Jonah Usherman. Mason to the free throw line to complete the 3-point play and cannot get it down. 2-2 here. Meckel with the ball out on top reel. Guarded by Cox. White guarded by Aerosmith. That's a good matchup for us. Davidson again, shot no good, and Hudson Gray comes flying in there for the rebound. And out of control is Minneapolis. We throw it away. Goodness, we got to quit doing that. We do that quite often. 3-pointer on its way, no good. And nice block out by Minneapolis, almost stolen by Grant Aerosmith. And there's a terrible pass. Double dribble. We got lucky there as Pollen could not get control of the ball. Our passes are not good. Osherman. High post off to Meckel. Guarded by Vincent Pollen. Jump shot in the way, no good. And Davidson has the rebound. The stick back, no good. Gets his own rebound. Up he goes.
No fouls.
Shot is blocked out of bounds. As Dale mentioned, no foul. Friel to play it in. Out front it goes to Meckel. Davidson, guarded by Mason. Almost loses it. Turns and shoots. Shot no good. Rebound by Hudson Gray. Cox has it. Foul on Friel. Reach hand foul. And there's an easy bucket down low. The 6'6" guy gets it down that low, Dale. Goodness. Hard to defend that. White on the baseline. I still like that matchup. White's a little bit bigger than Grant Aerosmith. Meckel. Dribble drive in the paint. Now down low. Usherman up and in. Waits for the defenders to fly over the top. And Jonah banks it in. 4-4 tie here in the early going. Cox, not going to give him too much space, are they? Now down low. The big guy misses point blank and stick back, no good. And they're over the back of Jonah, no call. Griffin, Nelson, and Watson into the contest. Beloit to play it in under their own basket. Mason, the 6'6" guy, gets it out on top to Palin. Cox hits the runner. Carson Cox with the one-hand runner. Nelson gets it off to Watson. White from the corner, no good, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Vincent Pollen. Hudson Gray dishes it out. Nice block out by Minneapolis in the miss from the corner. Watson loses it. And then the blocking foul. Wow. Turnover and a foul and an easy basket. Pollen with the make and the and one here. As Kyler Valley comes in. He's 6'2". Pollen. The and one is good. Nelson goes right past everyone. Three-pointer no good by Griffin. And Valley has just come into the contest. Skies for the rebound. All of a sudden, that 4-4 tie is a 9-4 deficit. Good overplay by Davidson to keep it away from Mason down on the low block. That Pollen can get up in the air, can he? Almost had the stick back.
Absolute good basketball player.
And there, Hudson Gray all the way to the basket, the left hand up and in. Watson down low as Davidson finds him all alone. 11-6. Cox. They dish it down low to Mason. Oh, he's not bad for a 6'6" guy down low. He's got some skills
and movement.
Good foot and hand coordination. Nelson all the way to the paint is fouled by Mason. Nelson will shoot two here. First free throw, front rim, no good.
One more shot.
And they are substituting freely as well. Grant Aerosmith back in.
John Nelson averaging 50%.
Caleb Burks in. That free throw is front rim as well. Didn't get it there. Mason clears the timeline. Gets it off to Burks. Back to Mason. 6'6", puts it on the floor. Dishes it out to Valley. Pollen. Aerosmith. Dribble drive all the way in. Dishes right through the two defenders. Just divides them and gets the layup. Meckel, three-pointer, front rim, no good. And Mason clears the glass for Beloit. Three-pointer on its way from the outside, no good. Nelson has the rebound on the backside. Meckel, left wing, back out front. Nelson, back to Meckel. Three-pointer on its way, good. Trent Meckel lines up a three. 15-9, Beloit. 6-point lead. Valley. Burks. Pollen. Dribble drive in again. He goes. He gets in that close. He's got some pretty decent body control. Griffin all the way in. And the reach-in foul is whistled on Grant Aerosmith.
1:15 to go here in the first quarter.
That's his first. Hudson Gray back in along with Carson Cox.
Palin and 6'6" sit down.
Friel to play it in. Oshman has it, gets it off to Davidson. He's pushed by Valley, but no call. Basket is good. Spencer Davidson with a nice basket. And the cutter, Cox, got that in the side of the head. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Minneapolis ball. Wrong place at the wrong time. Meckel. Entry pass to Davidson. Back to Friel. Entry pass to Davidson, and he is fouled. Two-shot foul coming for Spencer.
Fouls on number 2, Kyler
Valley had him on the arm. Two-shot foul coming here for Spencer. Free throw up and good. Second throw on its way, good. Got them both. Vincent Pollen back in. Grant Aerosmith on the bench.
The Lions get the lead down to 4 here.
They rotate.
35 seconds remaining in the
8
quarter.
or 9. Pollen. Walking dribble, clears the timeline, guarded by Meckel. Hudson Gray. Pollen. Back to Gray. Back to Gray. Open three-pointer. Good. That is Carson Cox.
They worked that around well, didn't they? Get that final shot.
Took him a full quarter to get an open look, but when he did, he cans it at the end of the first quarter. Beloit 20, Minneapolis 13. And we'll be back with second quarter action here in a minute after this 1-minute timeout.
over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments. This game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis in all they do.
At Hometown Hardware, we're proud to support our Minneapolis Lions. Look at us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer, and Just Ask Rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. The Messenger Clothing Company, with locations in Minneapolis and Salina, can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions.
Welcome back. Second quarter action underway. Beloit with the possession arrow. Plays it in to start. Jump shot on the baseline. Rimming in by Vincent Pollen. He's got some elevation to his jump shot. He can jump. White was hit on his shot. No foul is called. Three-pointer on its way by Cox. Good.
Yeah, he can shoot him. You leave him open. Kill you.
White three-pointer. Good. Right back at you. Pollen back to Cox. Another one. Good. See it 3 in a row, hasn't he? Yep. You have to guard him. Where he's at. Blocking foul. Good call. Foul is called on Pollen. Blocking foul. That's his first. Fourth team foul. Hoshman Meckel back in. Wheel to play it in. Another foul whistled as White gets all the way to the basket on this one on number 12. Grant Aerosmith. Nolan White to the charity stripe. Two-shot foul coming here. Free throw up and good. Owen Ellert in the contest. Nolan's second throw on its way. It's up and good. Rattles it in. Cox hands it off to Pollen. Minneapolis man-to-man. White's watching Cox. Hudson Gray all the way to the basket. Left-hand layup. Good. And we throw it away. Entry pass to Frio is picked off by... Clears the timeline. And charging foul on Cox as he ran right over Meckel.
Offensive foul number 10, Carson Cox.
5:55 remaining in the second. Lions down by 12.
Nice enough to help Trent up. (30-18). We need a bucket here, right here. We would have had one. That just rimmed off as Davidson had what he wanted. Gray to Ellert. Pollen back out on top. Jump shot, good. I'd like to know what their shooting percentage is, Dale. It's pretty good right now. 32-18. Friel hands it off to Davidson. Motion offense. Meckel had a look at a three. White does, cuts it loose. No good. Oshman almost had the offensive rebound, but Beloit does. And the pass from Hudson Gray to Pollen on the other side goes out of bounds. Jace Walker in. He's 6'1" senior. Gives Bryce Mason a little breather. 4:35 left first half. Meckel stops and shoots. Shot no good. Outlet pass to White. His free ball is in and out, no good. And Pollen saves the ball for Beloit. And Cox has an open look. 4 in a row. Boy, he's killing us. Took him a while to find him, but now that they started finding him, man, he's wide open.
As advertised.
As
advertisement here.
No.
4:10 remaining in the half. The Lions down 35.
He had 9 4-pointers the other, or 3-pointers.
9 3-pointers against Russell.
Well, he's almost halfway there now. He can shoot. We'll have to find him a little sooner. 30-second timeout called for by Coach Darrow. I think he's letting the boys in blue know they need to find Mr. Cox a little earlier. Carson Cox. Jonah all the way to the basket. Layup good. Hudson Gray with the ball. Valley back in. The redhead with the mullet. Carson Cox guarded by Oshman. He's handed off. He can even hit the runner. A runner, one-hand runner on the baseline. Goes up and in. Now Griffin all the way to the basket for the layup. Miss. He's walked. Thank you. Traveling is the call by Jace Walker. And it will be Minneapolis ball to play in. Down 17 here in the first half. Pollen back in. Cox is going to get a breather. I hope he cools off a little bit. Walker out. Mason back in for Beloit. Watson. Dribble drives. It's it back to Meckel. Meckel three-pointer. No good. Hudson Gray has the rebound for Beloit. They have a deep ball club. Hudson Gray gets it back to Pollen. 2:58 left first half. Valley. Pollen. Back to Gray. And Pollen is hacked by Griffin. Two-shot foul coming for Vincent Pollen. Foul by Griffin. First free throw up and good. Second throw up and good. Got them both. 39-20.
2:42 remaining in the half.
Well, you can see why they're ranked number 3 in the state there for number 2, right up there, top 5. Class 3A. Davidson misses the left-hand runner. He's usually pretty solid with those. And Beloit has the rebound. 1 and done for Minneapolis. A little bit of one-arm shiver by Griffin trying to keep Mason out of the low block. Caden Griffin's second personal foul. Entry pass to Mason, no good, and Griffin has the rebound on the miss. Spencer looks at a 3. Surprised he didn't take it, Dale.
No comment.
Watson all the way in. Short arms it. Barely made it to the rim. We haven't had a basket in a while, Dale.
No, and 14 defensive rebounds for the Trojans. A lot of one and dones from
One and done, yep. Holland out to Mason, and the entry pass to Gray is intercepted by Davidson. Gets it off to Meckel. I was going to say there was definitely a reach-in foul there. It's on the big guy.
Number 45, Bryce Mason. And Meckel at the line, 2 shots.
His second. 17th foul.
Meckel, 2-shot foul here. First throw up, and good. John Osherman back in. Watson goes to the bench. Nelson getting ready to check in. Meckel got them both.
Quite an improvement there.
(39-22). Beloit with the ball. Pollen. Gets it off to Gray.
3-second call on the Trojans.
They turn it over and forced error. 3-second call. I think it was on Burks. Ball punched away by Cox as we drive the baseline. Nelson will play it in. Gets it into Osherman. Yeah, up and under. Gonna misses the easy one. Valley comes in there, crashes in. It'll be a 1-and-1 here.
Personal fouls on number 2, Valley.
1-and-1 here for John Osherman. Got the first one to drop.
One more shot.
Second throw on its way. No good.
Offensive rebound for the Lions.
We attack the rim with Davidson on the other end of the floor, and Nelson gets all the way to the basket. A nice shot by John Nelson. Holland. Short arms that one, front rim, no good. Davidson has it. Gets it off to Nelson. 3-pointer on its way. Good. He's in. John Nelson. That makes it look a little better. 39-28. 17 seconds left. First half. Hudson Gray. Osherman to White. Oh. They just go up with it. I think White tries to do too much sometimes.
8-0 run for the Lions here in this end of the second quarter. 6.2 seconds left.
Pollen shot, no good. Nelson has the rebound for Minneapolis. That's the way the first half ends. Well, it was looks a little better now. There for a while, I thought they were going to run away from us. Beloit leading right now at halftime, 39-28.
Well, they had us down 19 at one point.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty there for a little while. Minneapolis with a good surge there at the end to make it an 11-point game at halftime. We'll be back with some stats from Scott and some comments from Dale after this 1-minute timeout.
Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106 south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway. The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they strive to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions! We're with you all the way. See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Welcome back here for halftime wrap-up. Scott Osherman joins us.
39-28 at the half, and scoring by quarters. They were up by 7 at the end of the first quarter, 20-13, and then they outscored us in the second quarter, 19-15. With a situation like that, when they're scoring 20, 19 points a quarter, they're giving us a taste of our own medicine, and we just can't answer. And they've gotten some big threes, and just some. They've got one. Carson Cox is just having an unbelievable game, and he's done it to us in the past. Mm-hmm. He's a good shooter, and he's got a nice touch. So. Scoring wise for Beloit Trojans, they were 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Grant Aerosmith with 2 points. Bryce Mason, their big guy, was 6 points, but he has 2 fouls. Aerosmith has 2 fouls. Valor has 2 fouls. Vincent Palin, another big threat, has 11 points. And Carson Cox has 16. So they've got 2 kids in double figures already with most of their scoring. Only 4 of the kids, they go fairly deep, but they definitely have some scoring threat there.
The Cox have 4 3-pointers?
4 3-pointers, yeah. 4 3-pointers for Cox.
You got to have the hand their credence to them where it's deserved. There at the end of the first quarter, they had the ball, and they worked the ball and worked it. We played very good defense to try to deny them. Finally, right at the end, they found Cox open over here on the left side, and he finished that quarter with 3. So, they're playing well.
They are playing well. And they probably were a little bit embarrassed by what Sacred Heart did to them on Friday night. I think it was Friday, maybe it was last Tuesday night. Sacred Heart just demolished them. Mm-hmm. And they were probably a little bit not good for us coming after. Scoring-wise for the Minneapolis Lions, we were 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Not terrible, but, we'd like to see us build on that a little bit.
Meckel had, 4 free throws?
No, Meckel only had 2 free throws.
2? Okay.
Jonah had 2, Nolan had 2, Spencer had 2, Trent had 2, and John Nelson had 2. Scoring-wise, a lot of kids with the same amount of points. Daniel Watson has 2 points, and then it's pretty even from that point on. John Nelson has 5. Trent Meckel has 5. Nolan White has 5. Jonah Oshman has 5. Spencer Davidson has 6. So, we got a bunch of kids that are scoring. We just can't answer their big point production by Carson Cox.
Well, and their ball hawk, I shouldn't say ball hawk, they're a very good ball handling guard, driving guard. Not much of a three-point shooter, but boy, he can dish it and shoot it from just anywhere else.
Well, he can. But
he's not a kid shooting.
He's not. It's not. His game is the dribble penetration, and he's good at it. But somehow we got to find an answer in the second half. They did call it a little bit better in the second quarter. But there's a lot of banging going on, and so
they rebounded us 18-12. They had 14 defensive boards to our 5 on offense, so we were getting a lot of one-and-dones on production on our end of the court. Surprisingly, they have 9 turnovers to our 5, so we're on the better side there as far as holding our own, taking care of the ball.
Yeah. So it'll be a tough task here in the second half. The key is we got to shut them down. We got to slow them down. And not necessarily slow them down. We got to prevent them from scoring. It's an obvious, but got to come in and see what we can do. So 39-28 at the half. We'll be back with second half actions. Foul-wise, Keaton Griffin is the only one he has 2 fouls. Jonah, Derek, and Daniel just have 1. They do have 3 players with 2 fouls. It'll be interesting.
It's pretty hard to stop that 6'6" kid.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Hometown Outdoor Power, with locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and McPherson, has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program, and go Lions! When it's go time, your local Pioneer team is with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, we'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill C about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions! The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Belfast, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are multiple parts to these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
The Citizen State Bank and Trust, locations in Minneapolis and Belfast, proudly support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Kindle or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs, be it home, personal, business, or trust services. We feature online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking need.
Well, Mike, I have to go see if we can get rid of this 11-point lead, take a lead ourselves and win this game.
Yeah, a little bit at a time. on the defensive end. We're going to have to continue to try and fend them off, limit the second chances down there on the defensive board. Possession arrow favors Minneapolis here to start the second half. We'll play it in. Friel, Meckel, White, Davidson, and Osherman. Traveling is a call. Jonah pulled the pivot foot a little bit. He turned to look for someone to throw to. Momentum carried his foot off the floor. Traveling is the call. 39-28. Beloit. Pollen has it. Walking dribble clears the timeline. Gray. Gray, wide open three-pointer, front rim, no good. Meckel has the long rebound for Minneapolis. Gets to Davidson and gets all the way to the basket. His shot's blocked. The foul is called on Gray.
Spencer Davidson at the line, 2-shot.
Spencer, two-shot foul coming here. Good. First free throw up and good. Get her down to single digits here. Yes.
My goodness. Spencer is hot on free throws all of a sudden.
We'll take it. Nine-point lead for Beloit. Gray has it. Gets it over to Cox. Pollen, three-pointer, no good. Oshman has the rebound over Aerosmith. Big rebound, Jonah. Meckel gets it off to Friel. Back to Trent. A little bit at a time. Bucket here will make it look interesting. Spencer gets it off to Friel. Back to Spencer. Turns and shoots. Good. Little jump hook. Left hand.
13-0 run for the Lions. Way back to the second quarter.
Cox gets a ball screen. Can't shoot it. Baseline drive, one-hand runner, no good by Pollen. Now White open from three, no good. Pollen tries to attract a foul from Oshman from behind. Dribble drive baseline, Pollen shots blocked, but he is fouled. Osherman with the foul. That's his second. Vincent Pollen, two-shot foul here. First free throw, good.
And they break the streak there. 11-0 run for the Lions, answered.
He missed that one. Back rim, no good. 1 out of 2 from Pollen. Meckel has it. Oshman back to Trent. One-hand runner, can't get it to crawl over the rim. And Hudson Gray has the rebound for Beloit. Cox, guarded by Meckel. Pollen baseline shot is blocked from behind by Friel.
But he also fouls.
And he must have caught him on top of the head or something. Two-shot foul coming here. First one is up and good. He was 1 out of 2 just a second ago from there. But he got them both this time.
Andy Watson back in for the Lions.
Watson back in. And it's back to a 10-point lead. Davidson, jump shot no good. Nice block out by Aerosmith, keeping Nelson or White from getting to the rebound. Gray all the way in, bank shot no good. White has the rebound. Meckel, three-pointer, front rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, left-hand layup, good.
Basket by Trent Meckel.
8-point lead for Beloit. Behind the back dribble by Carson Cox. Holland shot, no good, and Davidson has the rebound for Minneapolis. White. They had him on the arm.
Great save there by Nolan White on that ball. It looked like for sure it was going out of bounds.
I thought it was, yeah. Rescued it down on the baseline, got it back into Watson, and he is fouled by Mason. Mason will grab some bench. That's his third personal foul. Watson will play it in. Griffin back in for Minneapolis as well. White, jump shot, bank off the glass and in. Pretty bank shot there. 6-point ball game, Dale. 2-possession game here. Cox, one-hand runner, no good. He short-armed it. Didn't make it to the rim. It went under. It goes out of bounds. Minneapolis ball. Griffin turns and shoots. No good. And Beloit has a rebound. Pollen on the move for Beloit. Griffin's jump shot looked good, just rimmed off.
Watson steps in front, knocks that away.
Valley couldn't get to the ball. Watson chipped it away. Nice steal by Minneapolis. Watson all the way in, shot no good. And then the reach-in foul on Watson.
Personal fouls on number 22, Daniel Watson.
And a 30-second timeout called by Beloit. Minneapolis gets within 6, Dale.
I'm loving it. Let's hear about who some of our community sponsors are to help bring you these live video broadcasts. If I can get this set up.
Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickwill. No place like home cook shop with Carolee Austin. B&M Body Shop, John Wright. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little.
Welcome back. After that 30-second timeout, Carson Cox plays it in to Vincent Pollen. 3:11 left, third quarter. Minneapolis made up the 11-point deficit. Cox, dribble drive into the paint. Charging? And charging foul by Gray. No, it was Cox. It was Cox. That's his second.
2:56 remaining in the third. It's 42-36, Beloit.
Both of his fouls have been player control fouls. Griffin out on top. Gets it off to Watson. Nelson. Griffin again, jump shot in the lane, good. Got to have his points, Dale.
Yes, we do.
Nice pull-up jumper, 8-foot jumper in the paint. Griffin drains it. And we got a two-possession ball game. Cox covered up on the outside. Pollen looking inside for Gray. Block shot by Pollen, no good, but he is fouled.
Osherman with the block and possibly the foul.
First foul is on number 23, Nolan White.
Nolan White.
Pollen, 2 shots.
Two-shot foul coming for Pollen. He hit the first one. Michael Davidson back in.
Free throws, all the throws have hit so far this quarter.
43-38.
Take that back.
Throw on its way. It's good.
They did have 1 2-point basket.
Nelson with a terrible pass. Threw it away. 2 guys in front of him, and he still tries to get it in there. Griffin, good defense. Cox all alone, no good.
What a defensive rebound by John Nelson.
I'll take quick bagging on Nelson. That was a heck of a rebound down there and pulled it away from 2 Beloit Trojans. The outlet pass and one more pass, we had a layup. Wonderful job. Hudson Gray, Pollen. Trying to get loose and shot up and in. 46-40. Davidson, shot no good. Cox has it in the backcourt. Hudson Gray, 3-pointer, no good. Long rebound comes down to Davidson. Griffin looks for an opening. Meckel, long 3-pointer, no good. Osherman working hard on that offensive board. Pollen all the way in, and the blocking foul is the call on Meckel. They're going to count the basket. Foul's whistled on Trent Meckel. And Pollen will get the and 1 here. Pollen's free throw up and good. He's only missed that one, Dale. 22 seconds left in the quarter. It'll give him a quick 20-second rest. Creel. Back to Osherman. Davidson. Griffin's back. Reverse layup will not go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Another blocking foul on Meckel. Gray ran right over him. I thought he was set on that one. 1-1. Free throw good.
1.3 seconds left.
He had made the basket. That's 3-point play.
Yep.
Ouch.
.52-40 after 3 quarters. The Lions got it down to 4 points. But 2, 4, 5.
Yes, we had it down to a 4-point
run by the Trojans here in the end of the third have made a lot of difference. We'll be right back.
He's on it with Sherry Bertrand. Seidler with Terry Farrington. The Belfast Cooperative Association, Steve Postline, manager. School of Grain Company, Rich Waltman, manager. Klein Oil Company of Belfast, Jim Klein. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. The Heat Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson.
The Trojans outscored Minneapolis 13-12 in the third quarter. They had a nice run going, but the Trojans answered.
They sure did. A couple of blocking fouls cost us 6 points. Beloit plays it in here to start the fourth quarter. Cox gets it off to Pollen, and a nice block out by Davidson. They're in his zone. Davidson jump shot, good.
Basket by Spencer Davidson.
Watson, White, Mackel, Davidson, and Osherman on the floor. Cox, three-pointer, good. That's 5 of them that I can remember anyway.
Yeah, he had 4 at the half. He was silent in the third quarter.
Mackel, three-pointer, good. Ten-point lead. We're trading threes. Do that the rest of the way out, it'd be a pretty neat finish, but we'd still be 10 behind.
Yeah,
Full timeout taken by Coach Darrow. We'll take one too. This is CityLink TV.
Auto Pick with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kahn. The Grain Supply, Scott Mortimer. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickwick. Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. The Belfast Cooperative Association, Steve Postline, manager. Design with Sherry Bertrand. The Heat Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. B&M Body Shop, John Wright.
Welcome back after that timeout. Watson, Mackel, White, Osherman, and Davidson on the floor. Hudson Gray off the glass, no good. Davidson. Watson hits the deck. Cox, one-hand runner, no good. White has the rebound. Mackel, bank shot.
is that a 3?
It counted.
Is that a 3?
Yes.
It's about 4 for him, I think, isn't it?
I heard him count or call glass. Cox, entry pass to the big guy that turns and banks it off the glass. Mason, 6'6", that's hard to defend. He's got a nice touch down on the low block. Of course, anybody should at 6'6". Shot blocked by Mason as Davidson turns to shoot. Nice defensive play. Now Cox from the outside. Good. Would that be 6 now, Dale?
That would be 6.
E. Mackel picks up his dribble, gets it off to Davidson. Osherman, right wing. Cutter is White, can't get him the ball. Back to Davidson, he looks at a 3. Shot in the base in the paint, no good. And Hudson Gray has the rebound for Beloit. Now Pollen pulls it back out. Now back to Cox. Mason is bumped by Osherman. Mason was just turning to shoot. Osherman gave him a bump.
17th foul, so 1-1 coming up for the Trojans.
Friel, Nelson, and Griffin back in. It's Osherman's 3rd personal foul.
Mason at the line, 1-1.
Mason gets a 1-1 here. Free throw up and no good. Front rim.
Oh, goodness.
One guy against 3 gets the rebound. What are we doing? Asleep at the wheel. That was not good.
That was a sub off the bench, wasn't it? 12.
One guy lined up for the rebound for Beloit against R3, and he comes out of there with it. Reach-in foul on Friel. It's going to be a 1-1. That was not good.
Personal fouls on number 43, Nolan White.
Excuse me, that reach-in foul was on White. That's his 2nd. Free throw up. Pollen. It's good.
One more shot.
Valley back in at 6'2". Gives them a little more height yet. Pollen 2nd throw on its way. It's good. Since that one he's missed, he's made them all since then. And it's been a bunch of them. Mackel, one-hand runner, no good. Davidson has the rebound. Stick back is partially blocked. And Nelson with the big rebound is fouled. Pollen with the over the back. We'll play it in under our own basket. They're not over the limit here.
Just the 4th team foul.
Just the 4th team foul.
3:59 to go in the 4th.
Out front, Mackel, 3-pointer, front rim, no good. White gets the rebound. Second chance here from Minneapolis. Osherman looks at a 3, dribble drive into the paint, loses it. Folks down below
thought there was a foul there.
Looked like they had him on the arm. Shot no good, and Davidson has the rebound from Minneapolis. White all the way in, layup, misses the layup. Misses the layup.
But collects the foul.
Man. It's going to be a 2-shot foul for Nolan White. Foul's whistled on Aerosmith.
2 shots.
Grant Aerosmith.
2 of 2 on the game, or excuse me, 2 of 3.
2-shot foul here for Nolan. Free throw up? No. Way short. He got the second one.
Like a 7-0 run by the Trojans there.
Now we're going to play some defense here with 3:23 left in the contest. We need the ball. Aerosmith. And they're going to put him at the free throw line. Fisher with the reach-in foul.
Foul on number 15, Dylan Pinchot.
Defensive group goes out, and the offensive group goes back in. Aerosmith with a 1-and-1 here.
3:19 remaining in the fourth.
Free throw, no good. Meckel playing the point. Oshman off to Griffin. Jump shot by Davidson, no good. And Hudson Gray has the rebound, gets it off to Cox. Wow.
Timeout called by the
floor. Full timeout called for before any of the action took place.
Trojans with the 13-point lead, 2:50 remaining in the third. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Klein Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein. The Crooked Mill Studio with Alexis Kern. School of Grain Company, Rich Waltman, manager. The Grain Supply, Scott Mortimer. Scheidler's with Terry Farrington. The No Place Like Home Gift Shop with Terry Lee Austin. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little.
Welcome back from this timeout. 2:50 to go in the fourth. Lions trailing by 13.
Beloit to play the ball in, and they're on basket. Hudson Gray. Gets it into Cox. Mason is fouled quickly by Friel.
We definitely don't want to foul Palin.
No, I think he's somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 out of 11.
10th personal foul, so double bonus here.
Mason short arms it. Front rim. One more shot here. Minneapolis over the limit, as Dale mentioned. Double bonus. He hit the second one. We need to get some points on the other end, though. We haven't been doing that. Nelson, shot blocked. A reach-in foul before that. Call it on the floor.
Holland with the foul.
We'll play it in under our own basket.
6th team foul, so from here on we're in the 1-and-1. 2:36 remaining in the fourth.
Friel from the outside, shot, back rim, no good. Davidson with the reverse layup. Did you see how high Mason was to get that rebound?
I missed that.
He brought it down, and we
had a rebound, and we stole it.
Yeah. Yes. And then the reverse layup from Davidson. And the reach-in foul from Arsherman. We'll put Mr. Pollen at the free throw line.
Personal foul number 3, Arsherman.
Jonas fourth.
Pollen at the line. 2 shots.
2:11 to go.
Good. Got them both. Got a pretty good stroke. Only seen him miss one. I can't coax a miss out of him either. Nelson with the ball, gets it off to Meckel. We need a 3. Osherman. Davidson, shot no good. Big Mason. And the reach-in foul is called on, I believe, Osherman.
Personal foul on number 3, Jonah Osherman.
Number
Mason at the line, 2 shots.
That'd be his 5th. Yep.
Mason, 2-shot foul here. First free throw rolls in. Bryce Mason, 6'6" and a senior. He got them both. Cox back in. Meckel stops and shoots. He got to the paint and put it up. We're down 14 with $1:45 left. Coach Darrell calls a timeout. So I think that was just a 30-second timeout, Dale.
Okay. Well, we put up a valiant fight there for a while. With their advantage in height and three-point shooters and ball handlers, took over.
Yeah, they're very athletic. So are we. Our defensive squad is in. Griffin, Watson, White, Fischel, and Friel. We'll see if we can coax a turnover out of them. And a quick foul by Griffin. Back to the free throw line. He just hit 2 in a row.
Bryce Mason at the line, 2 shots.
First throw up. No good. Second throw is good. Valley back in. Cox out. We could use a 3 here. They're going to call Aerosmith with foul.
Yeah, 1 and 1 for White.
Fouls on number 12, Grant Aerosmith. Nolan White, 1 and 1.
Started out the season, Jason, at 5-0. They have not gone on a 2-game winning streak since. They've lost one, won one.
White with a 1 and 1 here. First throw up and no good.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And you got to hit your free throws. Well, Griffin with the save down on the other end, or Mason might have had his stuff.
Minneapolis with 1:31 to go, 6-8 lead for Beloit. And one thing to point to in these games here, Jason, is the scoring output. 49 points in a lot. 47 in a lot.
Beloit play it in. Gray. Watson with the quick hands. Gets it off to Friel. Good steal. Friel shot is partially blocked. Gets his own rebound. Layup missing. Ball went out of bounds before Cox had a chance to save it. It's Beloit's ball.
Frio with the foul.
We'll send Burks. Excuse me, Pollen.
Pollen to the line, yeah. Was not the one we wanted to foul.
Pollen, 2 shots.
Free throw good. Well, so far the strategy is not working. They've lengthened out the lead to 17. Had it down to 10. Problem is we aren't making any points on the other end. Mackel.
1:15.
One-hand runner goes in.
Trent Mackel for 2.
Holland. Timeout by Beloit. 30-second timeout.
Timeout taken by.
We'll take a break.
15-point lead.
Sponsors.
ProFab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway.
Welcome back. Beloit to play it in here. Under a minute left in this contest. We're going to try and run the clock out. Pollen has the ball. It's exactly who they want to have the ball. Pretty good free throw shooter so far. Aerosmith, Cox.
Keep away. $20 seconds to go.
70-55. Beloit with the win. We made it interesting a couple times. But that's the way it's going to end. Minneapolis can't quite get around the corner here with Beloit. Beloit, a pretty good 3A school football, basketball team. I think they're ranked top 5 of the state. They're deep. We'll be back with some stats from Scott here in just a minute and some comments from Dale. Beloit beats Minneapolis on their home floor, 70-55. We'll be right back.
When it's go time, your local Pioneer team is with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, we'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill C about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions! At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lion backers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. We also support ag operations by providing both delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Belfast, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Messenger Clothing Company, with locations in Minneapolis and Salina, can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions.
Welcome back. We have Scott Oshman back with us to bring us some stats.
Well, the big glaring one, Dale, is Beloit shot 22 free throws in the second half. We shot 5.
I think.
We shot 5. They were 17 to 22. We were 3 for 5.
Wow.
Yeah. Had it within 4 points, 44 to 40, and then the fouls started coming, and it was all Beloit from that point on. For Beloit, 20 of 26 from the free throw line for the ball game. Grant Aerosmith had 2. Hudson Gray had 7. Bryce Mason had 13. Carson Cox had 22. Vincent Palin had 27. 15 of those coming from the free throw line. Absolutely amazing.
I really believe it.
Absolutely amazing. Minneapolis, scoring-wise, John Nelson had 5. Daniel Watson had 2. Caden Griffin had 2. Jonah Oshman had 7. Nolan White had 8. Spencer Davidson had 14. The big bright spot, Trent Meckel was 17 points.
Wow.
His best game of the year.
Yep.
Had a really nice game. Had 3 3-pointers, a couple field goals, a couple free throws. We were 10 for 15 from the free throw line for the ball game.
Overall, that's pretty good for us, but we just couldn't get to the line as often as the Trojans. We were in the double bonus pretty quick, putting them at the line. They outscored us 20-13 first quarter, 19-15 second quarter, 13-12 in the third, and 18-15 in the fourth. We did get it back to within 4 points there in the third quarter, as Scott mentioned. It was 44-40 before they went on a little run.
Just
dawned on me I didn't have some stats figured here.
It's kind of frustrating, Dale. I just they fought hard, disappointed in numerous things, but the boys fought hard. Coaches did well. Just not what Beloit came to play tonight. Carson Cox and Vincent Palin had 49 of their 70 points. And whenever you have a situation like that, it's hard to stop. So
it is. They rebounded us on the game, 33-30. It's pretty close. They really, telling stat, first half they had 14 defensive boards, and in second half 14 defensive boards. Really kept us quiet as far as ability to get putbacks. Turnover-wise, 13 for them, 9 for us for the game. So we did very well there on limiting our turnovers. Our play of the game is going to be a series of plays sponsored by the River Hill Seed Company. Close out the second quarter and start of the third. We had a 12-0 run to draw the score within 40-32, which we then got within 44-40 after that. That'll be our play of the game, and our player of the game will be, and that's sponsored by the Messenger Clothing Company, is going to be Trent Meckel, scoring 17 points. He's kind of a breakout night tonight for Trent on scoring. I didn't see him against El Saline, so I don't know what he did there, but so far in the games that I've seen tonight, this is his best game back as he's gotten on the floor in the second semester.
Yeah. He had a good game. He had a good game that night, too, so I had scores for you. I should have brought those to you. So for myself, Scott Osherman,
Dale Leach, and Mike Perry, good night from Beloit, Kansas. We'll see you Friday on the 7th of February as the league-leading Sacred Heart Knights come to town. They beat us by 5 back in December on their home court. Hopefully we can get a good run at them and take them out.
Yeah.
With that, good night, folks. Thanks as always for having us in your home.
Good night.